Hello and welcome, entrepreneurs, small business owners, and aspiring moguls. Today, we're discussing a topic that's essential to your business operations, invoicing. It might not sound the most exciting subject, but trust me, mastering this part of your business could make the difference between smooth transactions and financial chaos. First, we are going to understand what is an invoice and how is it different than a receipt. Next, we are going to see what are the fields that are legally mandated and must be present on an invoice so that you are compliant with the laws. Now, some fields might differ based on which country and state you are from, but more or less in most cases, the majority of the requirements will stay the same. So, let's start with the basics. What is an invoice? An invoice is a bill or a request for payment sent by a supplier to a buyer for the goods or services provided. It's an essential document used in business transactions and typically includes details such as what the customer has bought, how much they need to pay, the due date for payment, and various other important details. Now you might be wondering, isn't that just like a receipt? Well, not exactly. Although invoices and receipts are used in financial transactions, they have distinct roles and serve different purposes. An invoice is issued before the payment is made as a way to request payment, while a receipt is issued after the payment as proof of the transaction. Think of an invoice as a detailed bill you give your customers, while a receipt is their proof of payment for that bill. Let's delve into some key elements that make up an invoice. These typically include the supplier's name and contact information, the customer's name and address, a unique invoice number, the date of the invoice, a description of the goods or services provided, the amount due, the payment due date, and the method of payment. Now, these might seem like a lot of details, but don't worry, various software tools can help make this process easier and ensure you don't miss out on any important information. Remember, having a well-organized and detailed invoice can make your business appear professional and trustworthy, which is important for maintaining good relationships with your customers. Now that we understand what an invoice is, let's break down its elements one by one using a detailed sample invoice. The first element is the company logo. This is where you insert your company logo or name. It personalizes the invoice and gives it a professional appearance. Next, we have the invoice number. It's crucial to use a continuous sequence of numbers to uniquely identify your invoice. A common practice is to use the financial year followed by a unique number. The bill from name address is your business name and address. If you're operating as a sole proprietor, you can use your personal name here. Issued to name address is who you are billing. If the service was performed or the product delivered at a different location, use that address in a separate ship to field. The date issued is simply the day when you're issuing this invoice. Invoice terms such as pay on receipts, within 15 days, or within 30 days indicate when the payment should be made. Correspondingly, the due date is the exact date by which the invoice amount must be paid. The balance due represents the total amount that the recipient must pay. We will shortly see where this amount is derived from. Now we reach the heart of the invoice. Description is where you detail the product or service being billed for. Quantity refers to the number of products or hours of service, and rate is the price per unit or per hour. The amount is calculated by multiplying the rate and quantity. This leads us to the taxable value, which is the total for all products or services sold. Then, add any sales tax that applies, and any shipping handling charges, if relevant. All these values together make up the total invoice amount. In the bank details section, you provide information on how the recipient can pay the invoice. Include details of all acceptable payment methods, such as bank transfer, Venmo, PayPal, Google Pay, etc. Enter your name in the e-signature block. This is an important formal aspect of the invoice. Finally, in the additional company details section, add any extra information like your website, phone number, email, etc. This makes it easy for the recipient to reach out if they have any issues processing your invoice. And there you have it, a detailed walk through of all the essential elements of an invoice. Remember, the goal of an invoice is not just to request payment, but also to provide clarity and transparency for your customer. All right, it seems like you're ready now to issue your invoice. Don't worry, you don't have to create everything from scratch. Numerous templates are available online for you to utilize, catering to a wide variety of styles and business types. Here at Ultimate Resource Kit, we recommend using Microsoft PowerPoint or Google Slides, especially if you're just starting out. These platforms are user-friendly and offer a lot of flexibility in terms of design. For your convenience, we've placed a link in the description below that will guide you to a collection of our invoice templates. Just browse through to find one that aligns best with your taste and business needs. Once you've made a selection, you can download a free version of it. This free template will be delivered straight to your inbox, making it even easier to get started with creating professional and effective invoices. Now, if the free version does require attribution, but if you like the template and would like to support our channel, we encourage you to get a premium license where you will get our entire invoice template pack with one-time payment and lifetime access. We hope you found this guide helpful. Stay tuned for more resources and tips to help you manage your business with ease.